open
shitting
up
me?
for people. Yeah, I've never, because it's about energy. When people ask me what kind of DJ I am, I'm like, I'm an energy DJ.
So
I
hold
play
on.
off of the energy.
You're freestyle DJing.
Yeah, that's why I call that's funny that you say that, because I called myself a freestyle DJ all the time.
What?
Like I've always been calling that since I started, you know.
fuck?
Yeah, that's what I always do. But it's like I obviously have sets that work that and not, and like I'll use that, like I use certain sets that I do often, but it's never exactly the same because I just change it up.
Damn.
You know?
Oh, I never even knew. Hold on, back up. Hold on. Let's back the fuck up for a second, please. I know who I'm sitting with. I believe me. Everybody in this room know who I'm sitting with. Reintroduce yourself to me, my.
Okay.
Come on.
I mean, I'm Cynthia.
Mm-hmm.
DJ Cynthia Mardones, I guess you want. But DJ Cyn, first three letters, CYN. I've been DJing for 15 years. I've been all over, even internationally, nationally. Not too much. I want to go internationally more. I've like literally, I can say internationally.
I mean,
because I've DJed in Thailand and Bangkok.
Yeah. Okay, I've never been in these places.
And I was there for a couple weeks, so I DJed like multiple times. So it was it was dope. But I've nationally for sure, like all over. Yeah, like just this week or this month, I'm going to. I was in the mountains, but I'm going to Austin and LA. But I was in LA this year. What is it? It's
already March.
Month. Yeah, it's only March, and I've been to LA. This will be my third time in LA this year.
It's crazy. I know for a fact too because I saw.
New York. You know. Yeah, and I was in New York 3 times in the last 4 months or 5 months. Yeah, like around then. So like I've traveled a lot.
Oh, I'm saying your points is booming. Yeah. You got the rewards, yo. You about to fuck around and buy the jet.
But I still buy so many that I end up having to buy flights. I use my points. It takes a lot. So you have to rack up a lot.
Dude, I get it.
But like I still have to buy tickets too.
I feel that. Well, we were just talking about earlier. You are an artist in the sense where you practice in the art of tapping into the soul and spirit sonically. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How did you, what was the first time you fell in love with music? When did you find your love for music? Like when did you know?
When I was like a child, like, you know, I've been listening to music. I mean, my dad was very into music. And so my older sister too, like we used to play records. I feel like I remember when like Michael Jackson's Thriller came out, and I remember like the Pointer Sisters when they had videos. I remember when the first videos were coming out. Like I used to watch, you know, we used to just, music was always just on in our house.
I feel that I relate deeply to that music video shit because my dad did construction.
Yeah.
Which he got up at like 4, we was, you know, ready by 5. He had to go to work, but like, bro, my school don't start for another like 2-3 hours sometimes. So I would go to my mom's house and there I would help my sister get ready and things like that. But I always had MTV on. MTV2 on.
It used to be so much better back
those
then.
morning music videos, they run for like the first 2 hours of the day to get you started. Oh,
but even before that, like they were playing videos. That's all they did. It was called music television.
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah.
Well, that was before the TRL, and then it got all commercialized and all that. But that's so cool, man. I'm so excited to have the first DJ on here.
Oh, it's the first DJ?
Hell yeah, what are you talking
honored.
about, girl? I'm honored. Shit, what are you talking about?
Oh, I appreciate it.
When did you find out that like, yo, I can actually make an impact with music? Like, I think I can.
DJ or like just
well,
do
yeah,
this?
I think I can do, well, just DJing like when you were like, bro, I think I can make parties rock. Like, I think I can fucking do this.
I mean, obviously when I first, I used to want to be like a singer, and I used to like try to make music, and I've actually sang on stage a couple times. Like I sang on Herman's Hideaway, on the stage at Herman's Hideaway, like years before it was even popular. No, but that was like before, like, I mean, years ago. I'm saying like over 15 years ago.
What?
Probably. Yeah, I was on stage singing.
So you was up there getting it on stage? That's 15 years ago?
Yeah.
That's what's up.
But I was just like guest singing for people. You know, I wasn't like I wasn't secure enough to be like my own, like be my own like
entity
artist. Like I was just like I feel like I didn't go through enough struggle to like write like dope music. I know that sounds weird, but like I was very fortunate. Like growing up, not money wise, I had to do it all on my own. But like I'm just saying, like I feel like the best music comes in pain, you know. But like 100%. I did have a lot of relationships in pain, like you know. Dude, so I did, but I just didn't want to write about that stuff. Like and like I felt like the stuff I wrote about was like cheesy in a way. It was like that happy, like you gotta be bad, you gotta be good, you gotta be wise, like that kind of shit. Gotta be stronger. Like that, like I love that song, by the way.
Fuck yeah, but you gotta, that no one's making that right now, dog.
Well, I'm saying,
like,
shit. But there's people, you know. Like,
I mean, you're right.
Snoop Dogg, smile, bitch, or whatever he says. Smile,
smile. What was that, Lil Duval?
Bitch, but he says something.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, he says bitch.
Smile, bitch. Smile, bitch.
But I felt like I didn't know. It's not like I grew up with instruments and everything. I was always shy. I was really shy. I tried. Like I was in choir. I was in like plays and stuff. Okay. And like so I tried out for like I did like talent shows, but I danced. That shit would make me cry when I would think about them wanting to be on stage. It was wild. Like thinking about that, and then like. First, it just fell in my lap. So with karaoke, I actually used to do karaoke like crazy. Like me and my sister, anytime we had for time off, we'd go and go to karaoke bars and sing.
Okay,
me and my twin sister.
Okay, shouts out to the sister.
Yeah,
good shit. So y'all actually went out to the bar. Well, how old were y'all when y'all were doing this shit? Like in high school?
No, it was because we were bars. So like 21, 22, 23.
Oh, so y'all was turning up the bars.
Yeah, we were turning up. Like we just had so much fun and like. So when I moved to Breckenridge.
Okay, shout out Breckenridge.
Yeah, shout out Breckenridge. That's where I started my whole career because I would go to the karaoke bars there.
Okay.
I just love singing, and like I got a good feedback from people. Always like, you're such a good voice, and I felt good. It felt like I was on stage.
Hell yeah, you was doing your shit, girl.
I wanted, like, it was just a way that I could, because I was building my confidence,
Right.
But I was also a bartender, so that also gave me a lot of confidence.
Yeah,
like
you
just
have a
being
contact.
in the service industry.
So, that contact, that constant contact.
Exactly. So like people were getting to know me in Breck pretty quick because the bartenders out there were like gold mine people. Like it's like being a celebrity in a way because like 100%. Everybody knows who you are and that's what they do.
Breck is Breck is, bro. If you know, you know.
Yeah, and so like I was going to this karaoke bar all the time, and then the guy asked me, he's like, Cyn, you're so much fun, and like he's like, I really need a DJ. Would you be willing to DJ? He's like, I feel like you would do well, and I was like, dope. I would totally. So I started that doing karaoke, but I didn't last too long karaoke because it was just. One thing is like singing your own songs and be able to get to sing, but doing it for everybody else, it's like, ugh. But during that time, it's like, no, thank you. Like, no, thank you. I want to play what I want to play.
Never mind.
Sing what I want to sing.
Yeah.
But I ended up just, but what I did do is like, I have great taste in music. I always have known that. Like, and I don't, whatever, I can sound cocky on that, but I do.
No, talk your shit.
So I used to play music in between, between the karaoke songs.
Got
and I
you.
would get these karaoke gigs, like, people be dancing their asses off.
Was you getting booked for karaoke?
Oh, no, so what's wild is he booked me for one DJ gig. And I just have that energy because I was a bartender or whatever. Like, they booked me for one gig, and then they wanted me. They're like, we only want her. Like it was a female coming in, like that energy. Like they just liked me.
So you just immediately shut the shit
So they
down.
gave me all the gigs on Fridays, and then this other bar booked me the same time in
Breck.
Yeah. But then it was too much. I only lasted karaoke literally like 6 months, and like I did my first gig at that karaoke bar, or it wasn't karaoke, but it was just a bar that did karaoke as my first DJ gig there. Because they wanted somebody for New Year's.
100%.
And then after that, let me go back. Once I was DJing there in karaoke, I was using this guy's equipment, but within a month, I went and financed my own, went to Guitar Center, spent $3,000 on a whole setup. Damn. And started bringing that into, that's what you gotta do, you gotta invest.
No, 100%.
You're not in any business, so I had good credit, so I went and financed
Shout out
to good credit.
Gotta keep it, baby, work on that.
And I set up, and I practiced in front of people. So I think it's a blessing in a way because they say a lot of DJs need to be about the energy, and like I'm an energy DJ, I play off energy, but it's a blessing because now that's how I play because I learned in front of a crowd.
And that's why I was like, shit, you answered my question of how the hell did you even become a freestyle DJ?
Yeah, just like freestyle.
You didn't learn closeted. You were like, I'm gonna learn right here in front of y'all. That cool?
Yeah.
And you just like,
but I was confident in my taste in music and like just going from one song to the next because I knew the basics. But I wasn't sure how to like mix it yet. Like I was learning. I would just be like wiki wiki, like in the middle of
I
was learning as I went, and like that's half the battle of any like any performer is like stage fright, and I didn't have that. And like I think it helped like being a bartender and karaoke and like just like being on stage before that.
Did you have
like,
it?
with
So you never? I didn't mean to cut you off. You never had stage fright.
No, I did. That's what I'm saying. Like,
so
karaoke helped me develop that, and then I would sing on stage with people,
confidence.
you know, and like, you know, just like I said, being a bartender really helped, like helps confidence because you're like on stage in a way.
Right.
So, but like, so I feel like I was definitely nervous. I was like, I almost cried the first time I did it because I was like, I had to call the guy, like, I don't remember how to do this, you know, like, but I definitely it got easier and easier, and like, I knew like almost after that first gig, I was like, this is what I want to do. Like, and that's why I went and bought equipment and then started telling everybody in town I was a
like,
DJ.
Yo, pull
I even
up.
bought speakers, and then like even down the road more, I bought a little mini stage, and I still I have like 4 of those mini stages now.
Oh yeah, the little platform.
Yeah, I set it up. Like I wanted to set myself apart. Sections? Yeah, I just custom made it, but then I can hook them all together. But I got custom made because I wanted to like be different, like, so I'd bring lights, like what was nice about Breck is like a lot of DJs were lazy out there. They were just going there to snowboard, like seasonal type
they didn't
shit.
really give a fuck.
They didn't give a fuck, but like I did, and I wanted to like set myself aside from other people. So when I'd bring lights, I'd bring little things that would just be different than other DJs just coming in with their equipment and trying to plug in somewhere.
Right.
But like the sound was always up to par when I was there, because even bars I would bring a speaker in case there's some. And
you were talking about that earlier. How you always got backup shit on you.
Because that's just that's when I knew what that's what I was gonna do. I love helping people like get it. Life is so hard, and like putting them in a moment where they'll forget all about that and all they want to do is dance, sing, laugh with their friends, smiling. Like that gives me life.
100%.
You know, that feeds my soul. So,
yes.
And so I know I'm so passionate about it. And like, I think as a DJ, you can be DJs that are like at home creating, like people, it's a producer pretty much. Like people say DJs, but they're producers, like make their own music or have their planned sets or how they want to exactly play it.
Right.
But then and like they might not even like people as much, but I do it for the love of music, but for hugely part for the love of people and like being on stage. I love performing. Like, so when the pandemic happened, I was just like, I didn't know what to do with myself.
You always got something cooking up. And look, you already got your shit blowing up right now.
It's my twin sister. I just want to tell her I'm in an interview. Jeez.
Well, shit, you can call her now. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm saying, but yeah. So I'm really grateful for it. But it's not like it's, and I'm choosing. Like everything I've done is I chose. I'm choosing to do this. I make the opportunities myself as well. Like, it's not like, yeah, people hit me up, but I put in the work to make these happen too. Cause it's not like before I went to Denver, I was still traveling. I was in New York. I was in I was in LA again for something else.
Oh, that sounds tight. So I gotta go check
classes,
that out.
We did Pure Bar classes. We do My BBP together, but we do a lot of fitness stuff, like boot camps. Like we just do everything. I would like to eventually. Now I want to get to a point where we do our own events, where we like, you know, we'll put it out there and be like, you know, we're doing a boot camp type thing, like outside. I'll set that up, and I would love to eventually do that. Like, we just get people to sign waivers because she has all the certifications and all that. So.
Well, there you fucking go. Let us know how we can help. You know, we don't come film that shit.
I would love that.
You know what I'm saying? Well, I appreciate you for coming. I know you got a lot going on, girl. I appreciate the time. I really enjoyed this one for real. I appreciate you so much. I'm looking forward to everything, girl. Oh no, come on, give me a real one. Let's go. Oh, thank you so much.
There was so much more we could have talked about.
I know there's so much.
We're gonna have to do an episode.
Yeah, seriously, you gotta get a part 2.
Yeah, let's say it on podcast.
Hey, listen, wait for it. Season 2 on season 3 episode. Oh fuck, part 2. DJ Cyn coming season 3. We
gotta do a part 2.
You know what I'm saying? We gotta do a part 2. So much. We only just scratched the surface.
And I just love your all energy. It's so beautiful here. Like, I love it. I'm proud of you. Yeah, thank you.
Season 3 on the way, baby.
Let's go.
Let's go.